Let's get this microphone to my face. What happened? Alright. Hopefully everything's good. That looks good to me. Alright, so what happened was last time I streamed, maintenance came and scared me because I didn't remember it was on, and then I really couldn't be bothered playing, so I still wanted to stream, but I also don't want to deal with the bitrate shit that was going on like it is right now. So I don't know why it's doing that, and it pisses me off. There's absolutely no reason. Jesus Christ, what the fuck was that? One second. My cat just... I was backing up on my chair and I think my cat just hit the back of my chair. It scared me. Alright, so I'm still dropping frames. I don't know why. I did pretty much the entirety of DAWNTRAIL's base game without any rare frame drops, and I don't know why they're happening now. Nothing's changed. Internet's still the same. I should be able to do 4K. I don't know why it's not being safe. Anyway, let's just keep going, see what happens. Into the back room. Lamichi didn't seem to have much luck. How did you fare? Luja told me all. We've previously tried to track down records of his mother, but came up empty-handed. With everyone's help, hopefully we can get somewhere this time. Yep, there are accounts. Ah, so you spoke with quite a few different people as well. Let's combine all our findings and see what conclusions we might draw. So, Sarojah brought a retinue of Landsguard to Yaslani, among whom was a female Mamuja. His mission was to rid the region of Tural Vidral, and I believe it is safe to say that that was the crisis in Uweyawata he resolved. Some of his troops stuck around for a time, perhaps to assist the villagers with some recovery efforts. Then they could have indeed gotten trapped in the dome. We also heard stories of settlement in Uweyawata. People lived there until nearly a decade ago, and Sarojah made regular visits. If he required secrecy, a location home to his most loyal followers would have been ideal. And if this Mamuja woman had remained there, they would have had occasion to come in contact. I see. But what could Sarojah have been doing in that village? I think we can answer that question. In order to retrace Zoreljar's steps, Raha and I spoke with a researcher who worked at Origenics. He said that approximately 20 years ago, a number of his colleagues were transferred to a research facility outside Everkeep, per the King's direct orders. It's the first I've heard of such a facility. Only Vanguard was believed to have been under the King's jurisdiction. It was apparently being used to develop a new kind of weapon, but I'm afraid that was all we could learn. It's plenty to go on. Even if the work there was classified, any materials and equipment needed would have been manufactured within Everkeep. So if we look into transportation records... Our outfit's so cool. There it is. The routes are full of detours and attempts of obfuscation. But large deliveries were made to Uruwata. Far too large for a mere village. There hasn't been any activity for years, though. It's likely the facility has been decommissioned. Do you think that's where my mother was? We can't say for certain just yet, but I reckon there's a good chance. This is amazing! Even though no one remembers her, you managed to figure all this out. Each piece of the puzzle may reveal little on its own, but when we put several together, a picture begins to form. And even should memories fade, footprints remain to mark the path of those who walked before. A lesson I learned in another life. So we'll be investigating this secret facility in Uruwata then. And this time, I want you to come along, Ja. Yippee! Uruwata is on the other side of the lake. To get there, you'll need to take a hover cargo from the drift downs. Alright, thank you, Shale. Make your way to the drift downs when you're ready. Kilusa will have a hover cargo ready for you. Wow, 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 wow. Turn off BGM for now. Settlement is in the outskirts. That was originally Tonawalten yet, as well, yes? I wonder if Uruwata is similar to it. So the hover cargo will take us across the lake. I've never been over there before. It's still inside the dome, so I don't expect it'll be too different from here. We'll likely encounter dangerous beasts, so the rest of us will go first. You follow when it's safe to do so, alright? Alright, be careful everyone. Alright. Can't help but be reminded of our foray into the orogenics and of Kafka. Alright.
気合い入れていきましょう。
ああ、いつでも準備万端だ。
Yes. Ah, portrait. Doesn't matter. What the cuss is that? Field station. This is my picture supposed to be. Oh, yeah. My father must have come here for a reason. The music's alright. Or it's some reference or something. Lindblum Zagnal. That's a cool sign. Okay. Ah, how was it? Alright. Interesting display on these mechanics. What is this bloody T9R shit? Nice. What was this? Oh wait, no. That was from my ventures. Oh, the facility is still here. What kind of research did they do here? Remote facility with a secret purpose. Oh, I like this design in here. Well, His Majesty Zorel Jar is not the first to conceive of transferring a beast's soul into a person's body. Safety and ethical concerns have ensured no earnest attempts have been made to date. Our king believes that there is no greater evil than to hinder the potential of man. He has ordered us to make the conception a reality. It would bolster our military might and break through into the outside world if our research will further his ambition. Perhaps it's worth pursuing. Okay. Oh, there goes. Our bodies are fragile vessels. Although the infusion of another person's soul confers strength and vitality, the soul of a beast yields mixed results. Even when stripped of memories, a feral soul can induce psychological instability in the subject. I suspect this is because primal instincts remain. While a certain amount of bestial ferocity is expected, and I dare say welcomed, too many souls can lead to physical mutations. For now, our objective shall be to determine the threshold beyond which a body is at risk of uncontrolled mutation. So we're in Resident Evil, right? You know what this reminds me of? With all the back tanks like this, and this going up like that. I have a friend who has a theory about something, and this is reminding me a lot of that. This is giving me fucking Final Fantasy VII vibes. Zombies! Like, what are the chances that we fight, like, one of the people that was in here at the end? Like, the strongest of the strong. What happened here? Giant course. That's shorter casts. Kaboom! The rate of transfiguration may be dictated by the potency of the soul consumed. We've experimented with fiends of great power, but mutations were observed after the infusion of merely a single soul. No better was this phenomenon illustrated than when, with the poor Atticus. His body was altered irreparably, and he lost all capacity for rational thought. While the primary objective of this research was to utilize the soul of a Terral Vidral, I struggle to see a path forward. An alternative approach must be considered. Oh, I like this lighting. Ooh, fancy lighting. The shadows need some work, but fancy lighting. Very dark. Very dark dungeon. One could even say it is the darkest dungeon. I just realized how slow I'm going through this dungeon, but it's fine.
そこね。
すり抜けてくれるなよ。
仕留める。
そこだ。
Aw, red light was directing me in here. There should have been a note in there. What was Father doing here? The source of our failures thus far has been the inability of our bodies to contain feral souls. What if we were to reverse the process? By purging a beast of its memories and fusing it with a man's soul, one still possessed of its own memories, we stand to gain absolute control of a vessel of great power. My subordinate, interesting. My subordinate, who first proposed this brilliant hypothesis, shall have the honor of being the first to transcend our meager limits. I must prepare soul for extraction at once. Surely that's the last boss, right? Like, that's not this guy. Yeah, this is the overseer. Alright, boy, what do you got? What do you got for me? Dude, triple threat.
これはどう？
Dark Souls! Alright, so they're trying to... Getting in on that EX1 mechanic there. Whoop. Didn't realize that was going to stick around. Alright. Well, this is cool so far. Well, that's annoying though. Look at Alfie just walking.
派手に行くわよ。
大丈夫かい？
Oops, got to do that. Not good. And boom. But the seal is already what? The seal is already what? I just want to make sure I have something turned on. Yeah, okay. I'm surprised that guy didn't have a voice. Well, this is cool. Or Alfie. Oops, wrong one. Alright, single target. Oh, we'll play star first. Now he's single target. What is in there, I wonder? Something's wrong. Don't rush ahead. Jesus. What was that roar? Did it come from inside the storm? Oops, wrong one. That was a waste. Black Mage feels so much better than it did at the start of Underwalker. Holy crap. Is that a bunny? Is that a Wolpertinger? What the cuss is that? Looney Piatti. Okay. Like a Barrel Vieira? This reminds me of Doom. Doom 3. Just like this, looking at this way. Looks like Doom 3. Has that thing been sealed away all this time? Dude, the loot in this place sucks. Jackrabbit's Run. Okay. Okay. Ah. I figured it would just be one. It was not one. was in fact many. So, yeah, okay. Round 2. Go to Graha. Okay. I disagree on that. Dude, lots of bloody mechanics, damn. Okay. Yep. Can I drop this yet? There we go. Gotten some key bindings, so I can't do a bit of that, a bit of this, a bit of that, a bit of this, and that. We're good, we're fine. I don't like this middle thingy. Woo! Yeah, I died on the first pull because I didn't realize it would hit multiple times. So that's the only reason I died. But hey, that was fun. Once I realized, hey, you're gonna have to move in this fight, that was fine. Oh yeah. What do you guys have to say? Yeah, okay. Alright, can we get some voice acting now, please? I know it's Japanese, but, you know. This music means no.
獣はゾワージャ
there we
兄
go.
さんが討伐したって話だったけどバリガルマンダみてえに封印しただけだったんだな。
あの施設では人間の魂と記憶を魔物に移す研究をしていたようね。
Thanks for summarizing the notes.
わざわざこんな僻地に研究施設を置いたのもこのトラルビドラールを利用するためだったのね。もちろん封印した当
Is it
時
still
も
alive?
思いもよらない利用法ではあったはずだけど
Of how I started dropping frames as soon as you joined.
というわけで人格の崩壊を防ぐため人の魂の方を獣の体に移したいのです。
My, that never used to do that. I wonder why that's happening. A shader never used to do that. I'm gonna have to check that out.
その方法ならトラルビドラールの力が利用できるのか。
理論上はまずは通常の魔物で実験を行いますがゆくゆくは強大な力を意のままにできるかと。
そうして魂を捧げた者はどうなる。
人に戻れるわけでもなし必要な犠牲と割り切るしかないでしょうな。その分機械兵などよりも多くの戦果を期待できますよ。
いいだろう。ならば早急に志願者を募り実験を開始せよ。
かしこまりました。それでは私は上の観測所へと戻ります。
I swear Kashiko Karimashita is the one word this voice actor has said so much over his career. I've heard him say that so much. Dude got typecasted as fuck.
承認したのですね。彼の計画を。
停車じゃ。今後はカニロッカの下につけ。お前は幽霊体の中でも腕の立つ呪術医だった。その見識が実験に役立とう。加えて奴自身を監視する必要もある。よく見、よく働き、真実だけを俺に告げろ。実験に反対か？よもや任務を果たせないとでも？
いいえ。障壁の中で生きていくにせよ、外に出ようとするにせよ、強い力は必要不可欠です。頼れるもののない私たちは多少強引な方法を使ってでもそれを獲得しなければならない。ですから命令はお受けいたしましょう。代わりに 実験が軌道に乗ったら報酬をいただけないでしょうか。
何を望む？
トライオラでは手に入らないと思っていたものです。あまりに遠くにあって求めることすら諦めていた。ですが今なら、この場所でなら、あと数歩で触れることができる。
見合う成果を収めたなら何であれ持っていくがいい。
This might explain why he didn't really consider him his. So just like, oh, no, just so you know.
障壁の中にない。ここでは証明できない。お前の望む報酬がこの場にあるというのなら、どのみち俺にとっては価値のないものだ。
No, it's it.
おい、大丈夫か？
Oh, weird. It doesn't happen here. It only happens in the flashback. Weird.
停車所。その人が
That's super weird.
僕の母さんかもしれないってこと？
It's the same text box. It's still considered the UI. Weird.
アウトスカーツの奴らが言ってた通り、ヤースラニ荒野にはマムージャ族がほとんど住んでなかったんだ。ドームの出現に巻き込まれた女性が何人もいたとは思えねえ。ならやっぱり停車所がそうなのか。
カニロッカは去り際に上の観測所と言っていたのよね。あの施設の上層にそういう場所があるのだとしたら、停車所さんに関する情報も見つかるかもしれないわ。
よし、行ってみようぜ。
Bwam, bwam, bwam. Now that danger is behind us, it's starting to sink in just how unsettling this place is. Hard to believe it used to be a village. That you should be able to peer into the Torel Vidrol's past. I wonder what that implies for the beast's consciousness while it was sealed away. Was that the mother? Did we just kill the mother? I wish I could have gone into the past like you, could see into the past like you. Then I could see people who are gone. Because there aren't any other Mamulja women here. For a long time, I couldn't even imagine what my mother looked like. But when I visited Tuliolal and saw some, I was finally able to picture her in my mind. And one day, I hope I can see what she actually looked like as well. Before we continue, I just want to go check on my cat. So, have some bee's knees. Have some bee's knees. Well, I'll be right back. Alright. There's a little incident with him at the start of the stream, so let's go make sure he was okay. And also feed him. While we've discerned the purpose of our research conducted here, the traces of it that remain might afford us greater insight into what came of it. Let us take a look around for information as well as a way to the upper level. I like how it's nowhere near as dark. No, I backed into him, and he screamed off, ran off. I think that people actually volunteered their souls for these experiments. Success was far from guaranteed, and even in the best case, they would cease to be men. Was their devotion to the Jar so absolute? It won't open, and I don't think it'll yield to our shoulders either. We'll have to do it the old-fashioned way and find a key. Keys, notes. A lift can be seen. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Okie dokie. You missed it, but I did mention that this is very similar appearance to the Bacta tanks in Final Fantasy VII. So you may eventually get onto something with Genova. Research is likely moved between the upper and lower levels. Perhaps we can find a key among these belongings. It makes me angry to think about what they did here. They're recruiting volunteers for a new experiment. I know I'm not as bright as the others, but they wouldn't laugh at me if I was stronger than them. This might be my chance. Soul transferred a few days ago. I can write. Can write good, yes. I am good. Very good. Getting hard to control strength. Today, bit off hand of feeder. Cannot help it. So strong. Hungry. Always hungry. Cannot control. Eat. I must eat. Am eater. Must eat. I mean, we have had angry women in space recently, too. Supplies for the staff. Run the various items. Find a verification key. Well, damn it, there's probably shit up there I could have interacted with. Can I still interact with shit up here? Lame. Super lame. Mega lame. Can't abandon this, can I? Nope. Hopefully I didn't miss anything good. You found the key. Great. I'll call the others. It seems the key can be used to operate the lift as well. Up we go. So this is the observatory. I didn't expect it to be similar, but this is a far cry from the temple that held Velagamanda. All the machinery appears to be in operation. I expect there are auxiliary systems in place to ensure that monitoring can continue even in emergencies. The warnings indicate various anomalies. Oh no, there it is again. Anomalies related to the seal's failure. Most likely, for a blessing, we managed to fell the beast before it could cause harm. Right then, let's see if we can find some clues about Galuja's mother. I think I can use this terminal. Shale taught me how. Okay, kid, genius, Jesus. There's so much data. I don't know what we should look at. Perhaps we can narrow down the search by inputting the name Tashil Jar. Ah, it brought up a lot of results. They all seem to say the same thing. Tashil Jar, administrator of the experimental treatments, research logs. This sounds good, doesn't it? Chances are the data is encrypted, and if not, it will take considerable time to go through it all. Then let us take it with us to the back room and have Shale analyze it. Agreed. Alright, I'll transfer it to the storage device I brought. There, it's finished. I like how Galuja is still taller than Trial. Thank you so much for bringing me all the way here, everyone. If you're happy, then so am I. Besides, I was able to learn more about my brother as well. It was a fruitful adventure for the both of us. Alright, just give me 1 second. I just want to see if I can do something. Okay. Hopefully that fixes my problem. Here we are. The authorities will doubtless wish to be informed about the facility and its contents. But first things first, let us deliver the data to Shale. Also, I know you're joking with that, but if one of them did say that, fuck you. From what I can see, things haven't changed much since the funeral. People are still listless like before. Welcome back. The little jar has already given me the storage device. It looks to be a wealth of data, all of which is encrypted, so I'll need time to process everything. In that case, Alize and I might take ourselves around the city and check on the people. Their mood has us a bit worried. I don't know if there's anything we can do to help, but we'll see. Understood. I'll let you know as soon as I finish my work. Thank you. We'll see you again soon. Interact with this blood in one of the okay. Hey, Geode. Alize isn't wrong. The mood out there is still grim. Some of the Turali remember a time before they were dependent on the Sol system. But even they're unsettled and wondering aloud if they'll have the chance to reunite with old friends and family before they pass on. With good reason, too. The journey home won't be an easy one for those who've grown old. That's why it's mostly been younger folk who've been leaving for Tural, ones with no elders to care for. Word of that a problem has reached us in Turiolal. My brother is doing all he can to see that Zaktural Railroad restored to operation, so that people may come and go more freely. Unfortunately, the tracks only go as far as Vanguard, so some traveling by foot will still be necessary. Even so, the railroad won't make things the railroad would make things a sight easier. How long before it's back in service? I couldn't say. When I left for this visit, Corner seemed reluctant to make promises. But while Shale's working on the data, we could go and see the state of it ourselves. To Shaloni Station, then. I'll make sure to keep Corner informed. I would have been astonished if they'd able to restore railroad service so quickly. The locomotive was nigh obliterated in the collision with the dome. True. There was also that sweet moment where you saved Alize. Let's remember that. Where are we going? Right, Shaloni. Hey guys. Vow resolved, and Erica Witchwood to boot. What can I do for you? We're hoping for some good news about the railroad. There's an increasing number of people looking to return to Toral and can't make the journey on foot. I see. As it happens, the Vow of Reason is also on his way here to take stock of the situation. Ah, scratch the on his way. Looking good, Aaronville. Did our little Pun Bun finally outgrow his old clothes? Stop that. As you will know, my previous attire was that of Gleaner, and I have chosen a different path. It was time for a change. You're here about the railroad too. It was part of my sect that the original Dawn Plaza was sacrificed, so I felt it only right that I assist with its replacement. Speaking of which, I assume Lamachi has explained the growing urgency of the need. What have you to report? The new locomotive was on track for completion, but we're having difficulty pulling her into the station, in her manner of speaking. You see, when we used the Dawn Blazer to get into the dome, urgency outweighed all other considerations. Now we're back to our original problem. How to run the railroad without upsetting the inhabitants of Meruatsuan. That is the Ronik. Though the Hetsuro that followed them are none too pleased about their Hetzo being spooked by the noise of the locomotive either. The solution I've devised to quieten the railroad should address that complaint. But a silent train presents a different danger. The Ronik will need to be deterred from wandering across the tracks. I suppose we can just blow the whistle at them, or they'll... we can't just blow the whistle at them, or they'll panic and be off their grazing again. Weren't the rail routes plotted to avoid the Ronik's preferred grazing areas, though? It's odd that they're getting so close in the first place. Ronik's grazing patterns have shifted since the tracks were laid. I am not certain why, but I intend to ask the people of Metsoan for their insight. As a major proponent of the railroad, I have a duty to assist in the matter, and I too would hear what the Hetsuro have to say about it. They are the ones most affected, after all. I believe it would be best to begin by counseling their leader, Wato. The rest of you can accompany us to the Hetsuro encampment if you like. I forgot how accent heavy these characters were. It's hurting my brain. Yo, why are they leaning in so close to each other to speak? Earl Nashbro told me everything about your fight inside the dome and his mother. It's a relief to know that, even to the last, she never lost her inquisitive nature. She never gave up on her dream. Now it lives on in Eleneshbia. That one I remembered. So what, they want to continue the railroad down that way? Is that it? Vow resolve, vow reason. I bid you welcome to our camp. But what brings you all the way to Meruatsuan? I thank you for seeing us. Our visits concern the matter of Zaksharal's railroad. Sorry, Shaktaral. You too have noted the Ronik's unexpected change in behavior then. My son, Shapiro, has been looking into this matter. Shapiro? Normally, we'd expect the Ronik to keep to their favored grounds nearby for a while yet. Despite a thorough search, we haven't found anything wrong with the quantity or quality of the grazing in Pyariayonan and Yaotanane. Yet they refuse to keep where they usually would, instead pushing westward toward your railroad. I certainly see no cause for the unseasonal migration. Nevertheless, should they continue to move west, we will follow. As any true Hetsuro would, I suppose. As you may have surmised, I am of hetero descent. My parents traveled with the Ronique as well, though I myself have no memory of the experience. I was left behind as a babe, you see, during such a migration. One of many sacrifices necessitated by a nomadic lifestyle, I am forced to assume. A chance encounter with the kind Pelu merchant was the only reason I survived. Taking pity on me, he taught me to his trade that I might fend for myself. I became a stall-keeper in Tuliola's markets, and that is where the Dawn servant found and adopted me. I'd already been in the palace some time when Lamachi came to join us. Like me, she had been cast aside by her parents, knew the pain of solitude, and wanted to spare her that suffering. As this tiny child's new brother, I swore I would always be there for her. Truly, I have never heard of the Ronique choosing a path so arduous as to force such a terrible decision, nor of any hetero willingly leaving their own flesh and blood behind. There must have been some exceptional circumstance. I cannot say. The idea of following in their footsteps that I might make better excuses for their actions never much appealed to me. Even if it might help you understand the Ronique's recent behavior. As is so often the case, you are correct. Though my discomfort with the hetero may arise from fear of reopening old wounds rather than blind fervor for innovation, it would nevertheless see me repeat past mistakes. To refuse to learn one of country's treasured traditions would make me abhor Dawn servants indeed. Please teach me of the Ronique and what they mean to you. I promise to listen with an open mind. We would be delighted. In the meantime, your companions are welcome to look around. Will you learn of the hetero culture with me? I'd like to approach this with the fervent curiosity that you and my sister share, but it would be useful to know whether I am doing it correctly. Then it's settled. You'll learn more of the Ronique, and we'll have a look around the plains. Perhaps in the process, we'll find the answers we seek. The quickest way to learn about our life is to do as we do. I hope you're not above manual labor. I am not the most experienced, I'm ashamed to admit, but I shall put forth every effort. That's all we ask. Take these tools. Now introduce yourself to anyone who looks busy and ask if you can help. They'll be happy to teach you what to do in exchange for another pair of hands to do it. Let us meet back here later to share what we've learned. Is there any other content after that dungeon, by the way? Like, is there a trial in this? This won't do. The wind will go right through it, and me without my needle and sinew. Oh, this is precisely what I needed. I should be able to patch up the covering now. Given how often we pack up and reassemble our tents, they're bound to get the occasional tear. Fortunately, the Ronique hide they're made of is durable enough that we generally needn't worry. Okay, cool. I'm afraid I've finished my tasks for the time being, but since you're so eager to learn about our way of life, why don't I tell you a bit about our migration customs? If you're here, you likely already know that Ronique are our hetso, our guides. that we travel with through the turning of the seasons. We trust them to lead us to fertile lands that we need to survive. You may not know that sometimes the herd splits into two, bound for different paths. On those occasions, we hetero must also part with half of our number. You may think it is strange and stressful custom, but over the years, it has seen us visit new lands and broaden our horizons as a people. This too is the wisdom of the hetero. She's cute. You're learning about the hetero way of life, aren't you? I may have a thing or two to share, but rather than talking your ear off, let me test your powers of deduction. I find answers much easier to recall later, if I arrived at them myself. Our hetero provide us with something that we use in medicines, poultices, and soap to drive away pests, and to sustain our fires. What is it? Poo? It sounds like there's a story there, but that is indeed the correct answer. We've discovered myriad uses for the Renique's chips over time, each a boon to our way of life. Where there is a need, our hetero always provide. They're saying poultices reminded me of the kid from 16. Now that makes me sad. You stroke the Renique's coat, you note that portions are shaggy and tangled. This one's fur is a bit overgrown, but a good brushing should thin it out. Would you like to give it a try? You'll need the right tool for the job, mind you. A comb of the type you're used to would just get lost in the tangle like as not. Ah, Geppetto sent a Renique brush with you, did he? How like him. Now, just run it through one little patch at a time, gently. You dutifully brush the Renique until your arms grow weary from the prolonged battle with its coat. It appears much sturdier now, though the same cannot be said of your clothes, which have acquired a new coat of their own. Well done! With less excess fur, our friend here would be more comfortable in the afternoon heat, and less susceptible to illnesses. A combed coat also makes it easier for us to identify injuries, should the need arise. You should come back during shedding season. It's a sight to behold. But thanks to the hetso's prodigious coats, we never want for clothing and blankets. If that means, like, they understand that they were a bit too simple and now they're going back to try and, you know, not going back, but, like, going forward, they're gonna try and make it easier, then, not easier, but more in-depth, then yeah, that's good. They have some really good Makodi designs around this place. You smell of the grass and wind, which is a good thing, I promise. You could nearly be mistaken for one of us, and with the horns of a Renique to boot. I have to wonder how Valcona is getting on. I assumed he would be reluctant to get his hands dirty, but it seems his wish to understand us was sincere. Ah, there he is now. Apologies for my tardiness. I was tasked with grazing the Renique and ended up rather far afield. Found myself wandering hither and thither at my companion's inclination. Force us back to the trail seemed inappropriate. How was your own work? Have you anything to share? Renique are treasured members of the community as important as family. Indeed, the Reniques provide for the Hetero, and in turn the Hetero are good to the Renique, just as family should be. Mine is not the only way, though at times I lack the experience to know otherwise. My inability to conceive of how a decision might be right does not mean that it is wrong. My parents had a duty to the Renique as they did to me. So, I wonder if their leaving me behind was not so selfish an act as I once believed. I have no way to know, of course, and regardless, this has no bearing on our present concerns. We are here in service of the people of Taral, after all. Nevertheless, I thank you for helping me find a deeper meaning in what we've done today. And I will endeavor to remain curious, especially where the Hetso are concerned. I'm glad to hear that, Valgona. You're welcomed among our herd any time. Give me money. I don't care. How many quests have I got, actually? Hang on. Two more quests. Okay. I am considering doing the 11 raid today too, to get it out of the way, kind of thing. My game time is actually about to run out, so I'm wondering if I should just stop for a bit again. Kona, how did it go? I believe I finally understand the significance of the Hetsu. They nourish the Hetero as they grow, provide warmth and companionship in a harsh and unpredictable world. They are the equal of any man, not beasts to be tamed. Moreover, Renique are sensitive. Though we may treat their injuries or brush their coats to keep them hale, they must ever be free to follow their instincts and seek lands where they might thrive. The Hetero would never cage them, and neither should we. To control their migratory patterns or capture those who wander too close to the tracks is out of the question. Then it is particularly important to advance our original line of inquiry. Fortunately, we were able to visit the Ronique's once favored grazing grounds. As we were told, the grass looks fine, but the place is too quiet. It's not just the Ronique, even the birds and field mice have fled. We did encounter one pack of Ceratoraptors. They look to be passing through in a hurry. Typically, that sort of behavior in the fauna would be associated with natural disasters, earthquakes, landslides, and the like. So the Hetero would have surely put two and two together. Whether cause geological, I measured the area's ether to be certain. There was indeed nothing to suggest recent environmental disruption, but I did notice one anomaly. A strong etheric signature to the east, moving across the plain, albeit slowly. What do you think, Kona? Even where we are, I believe we are dealing with a powerful beast. A predator, perhaps, given the local fauna's behavior. One of the raptors we saw looked like it had a bite taken out of its tail by something with very large fangs. It couldn't be. Toretso. Toretso? Ronique River, in the common tongue. Our people have several names for such creatures. Fangs that steal Hetso in the night. In another evocative one another evocative one. Ronique can fend off many predators with their horns, but not the Toretso. Their scales are tough as adamant, and neither horn nor arrow can pierce them. A well-toothed carnivore with an unusually tough hide. I cannot recall any such fauna in this region. They usually roam the wilds in the northeast, and most herds keep well clear of them. Can't tell you why one is so far from home and has packed both. In any case, I believe the source of Ronique's consultation is clear, as is our next move. We must drive this reaver away. They might return to their grazing lands in peace. Never fear, we will make certain that the beast threatens you no more. Duty. Ronique Reaver is clear threat to the local population. We cannot allow it to roam unchecked. But it won't do for us to go running off in search of it without having made proper preparations. And if others returning from across the plain have spotted it, they may be able to inform us of its recent behavior and where it might be found. Yup. I wonder if future trials are actually going to be tied to the open zone thing.
ズル兵ゾヒリだ。荒野の外れの方からこっちに向かってきてる。ロネークがすっかり怯えて動けなくなっちまって、あれじゃ生きり立った他の魔物にまで襲われかねねえ。みんなで協力して逃がしてやらねえと。
俺たちも行こう。なだめて落ち着かせてやれば誘導もできるはずだ。
まずはロネークの保護が優先。それが済んだらズルヘーゾヒリの討伐だな。
あなたはここに残って誘導されてきたロネークの受け入れを。
承知いたしました。どうかお気をつけて。
一刻も早くロネークを避難させなくては。
手分けしてかかればきっと大丈夫だ。
Go. Leroy.
ロネークがいます。だいぶ動揺してるな。なだめてやれば落ち着くだろう。
It's okay, boy. You okay? You okay? We save you now. No.
もう大丈夫そうですね。先に進みましょう。トライオルの一部。必ず守り抜く。
Where you guys running from?
この先に何が？急ぎましょう。いましたよ。
私らにかかればこんなやつら。
ズルヘイゾヒリの影響で凶暴化してるのか。別の方向からも来たぞ。
Hey, stop that. Woman, what the hell?
お前の相手はこの私だ。
Whoa, that's a lot of alligators. You good, bud? Okay, yep.
Ugh. なんとか守りきれましたね。
肝心のズルヘイゾヒリってのはどこにいるの？
Aaron Vale's just like, yeah, I'm good. Oh, hey.
向こうを見ろ。でっけえやつが向かってくるぞ。
ロネークの角を通さない強固な外角と鋭利な牙。あいつがズルヘイゾヒリか。
Jesus, he's a big boy.
いけません、ロネークが。
That's a proper T-Rex size.
させない。
No, his glasses.
命に変えても。みんなを守ってみせる。てりゃー
Ping.
兄さん大丈夫か？
僕のことはいい。早くロネークを安全な場所へ。よーしよし、もう大丈夫だ。
おっしゃ、あとはこいつをぶっ倒すだけだな。
Okay, Happy Kitty.
民を導く王としてこれ以上好きにはさせない。
Alright. You got mechanics, buddy?
これ以上誰も傷つけさせない。何か秘密があるはず。分析しなくては。その仕組み見極めてみせる。
Yo, find weakness?
少しの間でいい。奴を止めてください。
Let's just keep just chipping at it.
よし、
Ah, there we go.
足を狙おう。
Oh, that was a mistake.
動きが鈍った。兄さん今だ。
Go, buddy.
大表にエーテルが流れている。発生源はどこだ。
Am I supposed to be damaging it? No. Come on, find weakness!
分析完了。データは揃った。胸部に高密度のエーテルを確認。この鉄鋼弾で外角ごと。 神格を貫く。
Oh.
よし、エーテルの流れが止まりました。こ
れで攻撃が通じるんだな。さすがコーナ兄さん。まだやる気かよ。とことん付き合ってやるぜ。
Oh, you bitch.
なら私たちでいただこうぜ。
Nice.
「脅威は排除できましたね。ロネークは
What, the unknown?
逃がしたロネークはみんなメワヘイゾーンで保護した。
Ewa
念
hates
のた
song.
め手分けして周辺を確認してるが、もう大丈夫だろう。
皆様、本当にありがとうございます。そしてコーナ様、私たちはあなたのことを誤解しておりました。竜王であるあなたが恩義を呈してロネークを守ってくださったこと、部族を代表して厚くお礼申し上げます。
民を守り導くのが王の務め。そこに部も利も違いはありません。だから当然のことです。この外角、驚くほどエーテルの伝導率が高かった。これを素材として加工すれば周囲に微弱なエーテルを放射できるマグが作れるかもしれません。なるほど。天敵と同じエーテルを放射すれば本能的に鉄道を避けるようになるってわけか。
Isn't that kind of mean?
いけるかもしれないな。
I guess it's no mean than like a, not a shock collar,
ロ
but
ネー
like
クを
a
必要以上
spiked
に刺
collar.
激することなく
I guess
鉄道
it's
を運行させられそうだ。
gray area. Right balance is still, you know.
本当かよ。 すがコアナ兄さん。
それにしてもこいつの姿をまた見ることになるなんてな。もう20年以上にもなるが間違いないよ。交易のためにシャーローニ荒野を離れて旅した時に見たんでさ。ローデニヘタ平原にあった同胞の集落がズルヘーゾヒリに襲われて大勢が犠牲になって、なんとも痛ましい光景でしたわ。
ローデニヘタ平原、僕がペルペル族の行商人に拾われた場所。その話詳しく聞かせてもらえませんか？
ローデニヘタ平原にもうちと同じようにロネークをヘイゾとするヘイザーロの一団がいたんでさ。先にも言った通り、あっしは交易のために彼らの集落を訪れてやしてね。ところがその晩のこと、ズルヘイゾヒリが現れたんでさ。集落中が文字通りの大混乱。あっしも大慌てで荷物をまとめて逃げ出したんですが、一組の若い夫婦が逆走していくじゃありませんか。
Must be fun doing these kind of screen caps.
自分たちがおとりになるからセガレとロネークを頼む、そう叫んで二人はズルヘイゾヒリに向かって駆け出していったんでさ。あっしは無我夢中で走り続けた。ですが夜闇の中で集落の一団とはぐれちまって、日が昇る頃には一人になっていたわけです。風の頼りによれば、その後一団は何とかロネークの群れをまとめて別の土地へと逃げ延びたとか。しかし混乱の最中、行方不明になった者も多く、おとりとなった夫婦もついに帰らなかったそうです。
I just mean for the devs. The devs when they make those screen caps.
その夫婦の子はどうなったのでしょう？
さあ、そこまでは。ただ逃げ延びていたにせよ、一団とはぐれていたら一人で生きられるような年じゃなかったですよ。
おそらくその子は幸運にも旅のペルペル族に拾われて一命をつなぎ、やがては蓮王グルージャジャの養子となったのでしょう。あの時の僕には理解できなかった。なぜみんなが僕を置いてロネークと共に去ってしまったのか。
That is not a big fan of this. It's like he jumped to the dumbest conclusion ever.
両親は僕を見捨てたのではなく、
In a world
守ろう
filled
としてくれたのだと。
in a world full of peril, he's like, nah, they just left me because they were following some fucking cow things. I know it's probably like some stereotype of like, oh, he's smart but not emotionally smart or something like that, but you
今後
know,
は彼らに感謝しなければいけませんね。
trope, I should say, not stereotype.
おかげで僕はズルヘイゾヒリに撃たれることもなく、父と兄、そして妹、新しい家族に出会えたのだから。そして王となった今、僕の家族はトライオラの民すべてです。両親が託してくれた思いを胸に 王として家族を守り抜いてみせますよ。
To know that the Hetzo are safe is more than enough, yet would it be wrong that to hope that in protecting them, we also avenge my parents? It's the least I owe them after all this time. Erica, I thank you for standing by me as Dawn's servant and as the oft imperfect man beneath that mantle. Now, let us return to our attentions to the matter we came here to address, shall we? We remove the root cause of the Runique strain from their favored grazing, and they obtain the tools to devise an additional precautionary measure, a silent whistle, as it were. The whistle may be capable of emitting pulses of aether strong enough that they will shy away from the tracks of an instinct, yet not so strong as to drive them into panic. If we can achieve this, it will be a far sight better than traditional whistle, more effective and less stressful for the creatures themselves. Yeah, he says that, but then he just said, I spent so long resenting them. It's weird. Let us return to Shaloni Station and begin work on it, then. While Lika and his crew will doubtless be relieved to finally have a solution. Do I dare do that? And see if it spawns? I doubt it will, but it would be funny. So I'ma do it. Red Range? No, what was I? Picto, right? So you need 20. Ah, okay. Never mind. Whoops. That's a long fucking UCD. Dang. Okay. Well, let us continue on with MSQ and see if that's pops. You look pleased about something. Good news for the railroad, I take it. Oh, whoops. Guess I needed to stay Picto? That's weird. The Ronique were avoiding a predator. Smart ones they are. And Val Corner, not too bad himself. What with his whistle idea, sit tight. We'll have this train on the tracks before you know it. Hold up, before we sit tight. Not sure. Okay, I forgot about the one that comes after. Whoopsies. Uh-oh. Really swap Picto and Blue Mage around. Well, this is not good. This might be difficult for me. Nah, I'm dead. Whoops. Well, I tried. No, I think it will fail before, anyway. I'm gonna die again. Oh boy. Whew. That was a close one. doubt it's gonna pop up. Back to Black Mage. I'm scared to go through this cutscene just in case. Might fly around just for a little bit, just in case. Ugh. Actually, this is a good chance for me to be right back. Oh, really? Whoops. Oh well. Let's go. Well, too bad. I'm in cutscene. If it spawns, then oh well. Give me 2 mil.
まるで列車が蘇ったみてえだ。
本当はもっとピカピカにしたかったんだけどな。外装は予備部品の寄せ集めだ。まるっと新調した内部機関は外からじゃ見えねえしよ。だがロネークたちを脅かしちまわねえようにみんなが最高の仕事をしてくれた。線路の枕木一つ一つからその下のバラストまで音が出る部分は全部見直して改良したんだぜ。
本当にありがとうございます。鉄道にかける皆さんの思いあってこその新車両ですね。
いやいや、こんな短期間で完了したのはトライオラが人手をかき集めてくれたからさ。それにズルヘイゾヒリの外角を使ってエーテル式の警笛を作るだなんてよ。そんなアイデア俺たちだけじゃ絶対に思いつかなかった。ありがとうよコーナ様、ウクラマト様。
それじゃ早速試運転と行こうか。新車両の走りっぷり気になるだろ。
見ろ、前方にロネークがいる。では警笛を。
よし任せな。大まかに方向を決めてっと。
驚いて離れていったな。あっちの連中はいつも通りだ。成功です。これなら無用に驚かせることなく、危険が迫っている個体にだけ知らせることができますよ。
いい感じじゃないか。さすが利王様。これで問題はみんな解決したね。それじゃ坂トラルレールロード営業再開だ。
Oh. For a while there, we were real worried that we'd never get the railroad running again. But now that the test drive was such a success, we can breathe easy and start hauling people to and from the dome. First Shaloni, then the continent. Watch out, Shaktaral. Here we come. I share the sentiment, but we've got a mountain of work ahead of us to ensure smooth operations. Time to get back to it. The efforts here, of all here today, have not gone unnoticed. Once more, I thank you. As for our own work, I trust you can handle matters in Alexandria, Lamachi. It was capped for us before and it still didn't spawn, so I don't know. It won't be as easy as I once envisioned. Perhaps someday we can take that train journey to Yasolani together. Well, it's possible that Shayla's made some headway by now. And regardless, we should spread word that the railroad's been restored to service. Jail, what do you have her working on? Galuja's mother. I'd feel the same in his shoes. Have felt the same. Some questions are painful to leave unanswered. There's no cause to look at me like that. The Kafkia we met may have only been a simulacrum, but her memory was real. Look at his fucking... That's cute. That is so cute. I needed search for what she left behind, because she left it with me. And I will carry it always. Speaking of things you're carrying, is that a teeny tiny Kafkia? What? No. It is merely a token from Alexandria. Our friends in Oblivion would not take no for an answer, and I thought it a good souvenir as any. Whatever you say. For what it's worth, I think it's a nice way to bring her with you on your travels. Could you imagine if this game did a Like a Dragon crossover? Yes, well, you're off to the dome now, aren't you? I thought I might join you for a time. See if there is aught I can do for the people there. Much changed though it is, I still consider it my home. Of course, we can give you the full story on the way. By the way, where I took that screenshot before, turns out this is a building you can enter. And it's just a fortune teller place. I can't imagine Tekken being... yeah, nah. A simple yet elegant solution, and thus the railroad was back in operation. Meanwhile, Cheryl has nearly finished processing the data. She will be able to share her findings with us imminently. Oh, hey. I'm interrupting something, I gather. Why, Stola, what brings you here? I've seen through the gate in the Sky Deep Cenote. I've seen enough of the gate in the Sky Deep Cenote for now, so I'm shifting my investigation to living memory. While there, I thought I would do well to have the company of an expert on the electrope. I'd like to take a closer look at the place myself. I can join you once we've finished here. Lest you fear I've forgotten, once I've made headway with living memory, the key in your keeping shall be the next subject of my scrutiny.
膨大なファイルの中から停車者さん本人が作成したものを抽出しました。
Voice dialogue, yeah.
大半は研究に関連する内容で、今知りたい情報ではないかと。もちろん気になるデータがなかったわけではないですが、暗号の解読に手こずっているので、そちらはまたの機会に。とにかくデータをより分けた結果、停車者さんが個人的に作成した音声資料を見つけましてね。僕もまだ内容までは確認できていないんですが、聞きますか？
お願い。
Yes, yes, I would.
わかりました。それではいくつかのファイルを連続して再生します。
Bet you it's gonna be like all the recording, and then the last one's gonna be like, my child, I'm sorry. I have to do this for you to be born.
"私は停車じゃ。こんな事態になった今、自分の頭を整理するためにも記録を残そうと思う。
これが
あの日、トラル幽霊隊の呪術医だった私は、ヤースラニ荒野に現れたトラルビドラールの討伐に参加した。
A rabbit, you might
任務
add.
を終えた後、許可をもらって一人で現地に残ったの。あまり来る機会がない場所だったから、 薬草なんかの分布を調べておきたくって。というのは嘘じゃないけど建前。本当は近々始まるという継承の儀の話題から逃げたかった。隊長が儀式の友に選んだのが自分じゃないということ、そこに名前が上がることすらないその他大勢だって事実から。
She had a crush.
逃げたかったんだと思う。だから理由をつけて帰るのを先延ばしにして、それが私の運命を変えた。突如としてヤースラニ荒野を飲み込んだ障壁、私はなすすべなく巻き込まれて、そこで隊長と再会したの。今日はそうね、隊長のゾラージャ様の話をしましょう。憧れだった。見とれるほどに強いところも、それでも鍛錬を欠かすことない勤勉さも。私は遠くから彼を見ていたから知っていたの。その目はいつも彼方を見ていた。近くにいる誰かじゃなくて、遠くにある何かを探していた。彼の目が私を捉えることは未来永劫ないのでしょう。そう思っていたけれど、例の実験は間もなく次の段階に進む。そしたら私は今度こそ隊長から報酬を受け取ろう。一番欲しかったものを約束通りに。
Yo, your mum was crazy. She a suckle.
私は今日はね、待ち望んだ最高の始まりの日になるはずだった。ついにこの子が帰って、それを見せたら、あの目がきっとやっと私たちを捕らえる。期待して彼のところに行った。彼はこの子を見て触れて。
Nice noir filter.
青い鱗。
あなたの子だもの。
俺は知らない。子にとって父がどうあるべきか、父にとって子が何であるか知らない。今も知らない。わけのわからないものを俺に近づけるな。
Yeah, okay. Hey kid, both your parents were psychos.
きっと彼は少し驚いてしまっただけ。じきにこっちを見てくれるようになる。私たちはちゃんと家族にな られる。行かなきゃ。カニロッカに呼ばれてる。こっちの研究が下火になってますます焦っているのでしょう。この子にも八つ当たりをするかもしれない。隠していかなきゃ。誰にも見つからない場所に。
これで記録は最後です。
実を言うと、あの子は捨て子でね。数年前に下の廃棄場に捨てられてたのを私たちの仲間が見つけてきたのさ。
この後研究所内で何かしらの事故が起こった。それで停車者さんはグルージャを迎えに来られなかったんでしょうね。
なあ、グルージャ。僕は平気だよ、ラマチ。父さんも母さんもいっぱい寂しかったんだね。僕も寂しかったしさ、一緒にいればよかったんだけど、それがうまくできないことだってあるよね。
Yeah, why is this kid so smart? What the fuck?
これが幸せかなんてやっぱりわからない。でも知れてよかったって本当に思うんだ。ありがとう、みんな。
Hug technology. Let's go back and get that for Rain. We're talking to you. It's better not to know. A profound response for one so young. Though I wish he didn't have to be. Galujai is indeed wise beyond his years. Yet one never outgrows the need for dependable companions. It is fortunate that he has you. Thank you, Sariel. Because of you, I got to hear my mother's whole story. You heard it because you were brave enough to listen, Galujai. If you remember one thing, remember that. Now then, having shared what I can at present, I'm ready to head to Living Memory when you are. I was planning to be thorough, so we will need to stop for supplies on the way. That said, I promise we won't remain over long. I know we have much and more to attend to. For now, farewell. A word before you leave. Our network's already spreading word of the railroad. We expect people would be clamoring to get on the first train back. Yet the reaction's been the polar opposite. Scant few seem inclined to depart Alexandria anytime soon. What? When we spoke before, you said many Toriaral were eager to reunite with friends and family. Maybe they're concerned about getting through Vanguard. If so, we could take turns accompanying them. In any case, we need to speak with the people ourselves. Let's start at the lane 9. Alright, off to Centerlink. There may still be people gathering at Praxis Park. Let's try there first.
ん？なんか様子が変じゃねえか？
Who's this then?
なあ、みんな聞いたか？サンダーヤードで亡くなった人がいるらしい。
サンダーヤードで？ということは駆除人が魔物にやられてしまったの？
ああ、ベテランの駆除人だよ。だが死因はあろうことか落雷だそうだ。
The Nightling Fields. This is why I stopped playing 10.
町を襲った時に魂資源のストックを使い果たしてしまったのだそうよ。最後の命も落雷なんかで無念だったでしょうね。
本当だな。善良に生きてきた者がどうしてそんな唐突に虚しい最後を迎えなければならないのか。
なあ、死んだ奴のことを忘れなくなったとしても魂資源のシステムが続くなら大丈夫だよな。俺は寿命まで生きるんだ。最後は笑顔で送迎係と一緒に旅立つ。それが当たり前だろ。
どうかしら。私たちが覚えていないだけでこれまでだって不遇の死を遂げてきた人はたくさんいたのかもしれない。もしかしたら私もそうなるのかも。
恐ろしいことを言わないで。死の気配を感じながら生きていくなんて無理よ。
くそ、まずいな。葬儀の時よりも不安が広がっちまってる。あ、スペーン様。
What? Huh? What?
ねえスペーン様、助けてあげて。お母さんたちったらさっきからずっと怖い顔してるんだ。
ニコくんは優しいね。遅くなっちゃったけど私が来たからもう大丈夫だよ。
嘘だろ。あいつは死んだ。消えちまってもう戻ったりは。おい、あんた確か補佐官のゴッさんだったよな。これはどういうことなんだ。何か知ってたりは。
はて、どういうことかと言われましても、スフェーン様が町においでになるのはいつものこと。特に珍しくもございませんが。
いや、あんたこそ何言ってるんだよ。
They rewrite their
ス
memories?
フェンは死んだ。葬儀もやった。みんなでそこに花を手向けたじゃねえか。
葬儀？スフェーン様の？またまたご冗談を。確かに葬儀は行いましたが、あれは襲撃で命を落とした名もなき市民たちのもの。
Okay, so the black
死を忘れるこ
ones.
とができなくなり、恐怖に陥った我々を スフェーン様は今日も変わらず支えてくださっている。
His voice is so weird. The black ones have been tampered with.
スフェン様、以前のように亡くなった人にまつわる記憶を回収してはもらえないでしょうか。その方が前向きに生きていけると思うんです。私もこの子も。
ごめんね、それはできないんだ。リビングメモリーがシャットダウンされたことで旧来のシステムは使えなくなっちゃったから。でも安心して、代わりの解決方法を準備してきたから。みんなとわびとになっちゃおう。記憶を回収する新しいシステムを作ったの。エーテルで体を作ってそこに預かった記憶を宿せば、もう魂資源のストックだって気にせずに。
Alright, we got this music starting.
死に怯えること。
Who is it? Who's it this time?
望むまま好きなだけ生きていけるんだよ。だけどすぐに用意できるエーテルには限りがあるから、全員をとわびとにはしてあげられないんだ。みんなの葬儀をした時に配った黒いレギュレーターがあったでしょ。それまだ配布してない分も含めてだけど5000個用意してるの。約束の日に黒いレギュレーターをつけていた人だけ
Shut up.
とわびとにして永遠の死から解放してあげるね。
そんな。じゃあ救われるのは5000人だけ？
Hey, you don't have the white one. Why are you... what? Rather, you only have a white one.
あいつが救う民を選ぶわけがねえ。そんなこと言うなんて、お前は一体誰なんだ。
私はこの国の利用、スフェーンだよ。
That should have been responded with a teh. I don't get it. Why does the Lala only has a white one? Why is he not understand? You don't have no color regulator?
一度バックルームに戻ろう。頭を冷やして相談させてくれ。
Hey, anger management. Well, yeah, he's clearly scared, but like, at least everyone else has a black one, and it's just weird. Ah, yes, the Ashian smile. You saw Sphene with your own eyes, then, but it wasn't someone else. We only caught the proclamation from a distance, but I can tell you that the message about neo-regulators was received with the utmost clarity. It couldn't have been Sphene. She should have been destroyed when the Meso terminal shut down. Without a single Alexandrian to bear witness, presented with an identical figure claiming to be their beloved queen, it is no surprise that they would choose to believe she's alive. What is troubling, however, is their denial that the funeral was held in her honor, as if their memories have been erased. Okay, that is the case. Given that the members of the Oblivion remain unaffected, that was likely the work of the regulators, but by whose design? Someone smart enough to play at being the Queen of Reason. In that guise, even if some suspect deception, most of Alexandria will be on her side. We need to find out who she really is. While I agree wholeheartedly, we should avoid drawing more attention than we already have. We must be patient until Oblivion's network turns up our lead, or until our self-proclaimed queen makes her next move. Holy crap. Whoop, cutscene. Meanwhile, in living memory. No, I'd switch to English if they had, like, the meanwhile thing voiced by that one guy from Legend of Korra. Ayo? Oh, is this the real Sphinx? Like, I know that I said in the original expansion, I know that she's gonna come back. Clearly there's gonna be some shenanigans with Ashian, trying to be her. I'm just interested to know in what capacity is probably the best way to put it. Alright. Yeah, I mean, that was a patch. That was very much a we're gonna start building on things patch. There's nothing really of super import there. Yet. Ah, upskirt. Anyway, before I start this, I might restart the stream just to have another one up. Okay, okay. Let's go to the end screen. And in between me setting up the next stream and this one, I need to go check something. There's a noise made in my kitchen. And I don't believe anything should have fallen over, so I need to go check what the hell that was. Lion's Raid has any important shit? Okay, interesting. How long do you think the talking parts are before the thing? Because, yeah. Let me know in other places. I'm in stream. Bye.